There's an innovative treatment option for those experiencing depression, anxiety, and PTSD. Joining me now from StriveMD Wellness and Ketamine of Champaign, Urbana, we have David Kleiss and Dr. Syed Ali with us. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, Dr. Ali, let's start with you because this is kind of not your traditional way to treat mental health. So how did you guys get started?
Yeah, so, you know, depression is such a prevalent condition now, especially after pandemic. Almost 1 in 5 Americans have been diagnosed with depression sometime in their life. And when people are depressed, they're missing school, they're missing work, they're missing time with their family. You know, oftentimes antidepressants that we see on, pharmaceutical company commercials, they work for a lot of people, but a lot of times they also, unfortunately, don't work and they cause side effects. And it takes a long time for some of these medications to work. So ketamine is a FDA-approved drug for general anesthesia, and it's a psychedelic. And off-label use, we can use it for treating depression. Typically, a series of 6 infusions is what we do for our patients, and we want to see them improve over time from a functional standpoint. So if they're going back to work, if they're starting to interact with their family members, if they're starting to do their chores and take care of themselves, that's a huge win for us. You know, and our philosophy is if we take care of our patient, not only do we treat our patient, but we actually treat all the caretakers around that patient too.
Yes. And David, these are all treatments that are specifically tailored to the patient, yes?
Yes, that's correct. As Dr. Ali said, ketamine's been used in anesthesia for a substantial amount of time, and we've found recently that it's very effective for treatment-resistant depression, anxiety, PTSD. So at Strive, we work our best to create a very comfortable and calming environment for each patient, and then we tailor the infusion each time for their benefit based on how they respond to it.
And how many treatments and how long are the treatments are we looking at here for the patient?
So typically for depression or anxiety, usually you see about 6 infusions are needed. And we space these out between every week to twice a week. And each infusion is approximately an hour long. And then there's about 30 minutes of recovery time following that.
And then when you mentioned the word psychedelic, that kind of makes me wonder what happens if there aren't is there a side effect? Because you mentioned side effects with like drugs, but would we have some side effects here?
Yeah, there can be side effects. Side effects can include somebody having a higher heart rate or blood pressure, and people do feel altered. They feel mentally altered. That being said, it's very safe because we monitor all of our patients. We measure their blood pressure on a regular basis, heart rate, and we're in the room quite a bit. So, you know, we want to keep this as safe as possible, and we're both anesthesia trained. It's an extremely safe procedure.
And so for those people who may have experience with other drugs that weren't successful, this might be something worth trying.
Yeah, absolutely. Treatment-resistant depression is defined as somebody taking at least 2 classes of medication that did not work. And in those cases, ketamine can be a game changer.
Interesting. All right. You're here in town, so people can come and check you out. Let's tell everybody where you're located.
Correct. We're at Colony Square, 701 Devonshire Drive, Suite B13 is our location. And we are open by appointment every day of the week.
Okay, very good. Well, hey, if you are suffering and maybe you're having some mental health issues, this might be a good solution and definitely something worth looking into. There's a look at their Facebook page where you can connect with them. But if you want to learn more about StriveMD Wellness and Ketamine of Champaign, Urbana, we'll have all that information at ciLiving.tv after today's show.